we can change that narrative of people thinking that being dark skinned is not a good thing, especially when the European, Caucasian, and white race tends to be darker. So we are attempting to... Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Cece, with Intellectual Glam. In today's video, I'll be doing a chit chat. Get ready with me. So if you want to see the video and me transform, please stay tuned. So I got some new things from Sephora that I wanted to try to see if I like. Some stuff is old, some stuff is new to me. So let's just get right in. I am going to be trying this for Sale Unicorn Essence. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know, but it is the skin enhancing serum. Good, it feels good on my skin. So I wanted to do a little bit of a chit chat. So if some of you don't know, I am a makeup artist, and I just had a story I guess I wanted to share. So the next product, really quick, I am going to try is a Tacha silk canvas. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my skin. I have tried this, but it is new to me, and I really do like this, but I picked this up in a mini size too. So oh my god, it smells so good too. So I had an opportunity to do a bride, and it was for a South Asian wedding. I look kind of casky and ghostly, I don't know. It was my first time doing a South Asian wedding, so of course the makeup's a little bit different, but it still turned out great. So I highlighted, contoured, eyeshadow, lashes, the whole 9 yards. Got it. She went to go look at her makeup in the mirror. She loved it. She was like, oh my god, this looks so nice. So she ran downstairs to get her mom to... sorry, before I finish the story, I'm going to be using the Luminous Silk Foundation. I have used different shades in this. So this is a new shade. This is number 14. So I'm going to try this. And probably after this, I'm not going to mention as many products. I will just be showing you what I'm using. So anyway, she went downstairs and got her mom to show her mom the makeup, and her mom was quiet, and she goes and I'm like, uh-oh, I'm so nervous. I'm like, did I do something wrong? I don't know. Again, because it was my first Indian or South Asian wedding. So I'm like, oh my gosh, did I do something wrong? And she goes, with a straight face, okay, this is with a straight face, she goes, she looks too dark. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, what? She goes, right here in this area, she just looks too dark. And she says, in my culture and in our country, the lighter you are, the better it is. And I said, what? So I'm looking at myself, because I'm like, I'm chocolate, you know, I'm dark skinned. And she said, isn't that for all cultures? Isn't that for every race? And guys, I was like floored. And call me naive, but I honestly did not know it was, I guess, colorism is what the term, and all races. I know in the black culture, I've dealt with colorism for being too dark, you know, and not being light, or people saying, oh, you're pretty for a dark skinned girl. I know now, I didn't know this before, that even in Africa, they're like bleaching their skin, and, you know, to get husbands, jobs, just etc. And people are selling bleaching creams in Africa. You know, there's bleaching cream in India, there's bleaching creams in Asia, and so I mean, just all over the world, people are bleaching their skin. And I had no clue this was like this big of an epidemic. I mean, I know, you know, at least for my culture and being African American, people do bleach their skin. But I had no clue all cultures was experiencing colorism. So I started to do a little bit more research on this topic as far as in the South Asian culture, and I found out that, I mean, this is huge. Like, all cultures are experiencing colorism. So I was taken back a little bit, and she said she wanted her to look fair skinned. And keep in mind, my client was, again, of a South Asian descent. She was from India, so she had very brown, I guess they would call it brown, golden, olive tone. So to me, being dark skinned, she was light. But to her mom, she was considered dark and needed to be lighter. So basically, she wanted me to put makeup on her that was 2 to 3 shades lighter than her skin tone. That, gosh, just was a shock to me. And another, it's just interesting to me that other races experience, experience colorism when the European / Caucasian white race, I feel most of them want to be darker. So I guess that is a form of colorism, but it just took me by surprise, guys. And it was, I don't know, I guess part of me felt naive because I didn't know that this was a big epidemic. And it kind of makes me sad that as females, even young girls in all races, have to grow up feeling like their skin tone isn't, if they're dark, it isn't good enough. And I even experienced that growing up, feeling like I wanted to be lighter. All my friends growing up were always lighter, so, and they would get the attention from the guys, or other people would notice them, and I'm like, well, what about me? So growing up, I did think the lighter you were, the better. I'm seeing that it doesn't matter what color you are. We're all, beautiful. We're all, special in our own way as women or as men. But unfortunately, the media or the world pushes a different narrative that, lighter is better. And it's also interesting to me that people strive to be lighter when the people that they're trying to look like want to be darker. And it's surprising to me when I hear different celebrities wanting or selling bleaching cream to women of color. I'm like, what is going on? I mean, I don't know. So I want to know, like, your thoughts about this. Have you ever experienced colorism? How does it make you feel? And what is the solution to stop colorism? Like, I keep wanting to figure this out. Like, at what point is it, or will it ever change? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. It frustrates me in the African American culture that we say, the things that we say to each other, or, I even had someone in my fiance's side of the family say that, oh, my son's not that dark. And I'm thinking, what does that mean? What does it matter if he's, dark skin or light skin? What does it matter? And I don't understand this whole narrative of, the light. So to finish my story, because I know people want to know how it ended. So I thought about it, and she said that I could come back and do a trial. And I thought about it, and I said, do I really want to come back and participate in the shenanigans of this woman telling me that she wants to make her daughter look basically fair skinned with makeup. So I decided to do it after educating myself a little bit more, and I made her daughter look her skin tone. And if I might put some pictures, I don't know yet. I made her daughter look her skin tone. So I didn't contour her. I just put blush on her skin and did a little bit of reverse contouring on her. But it just kind of made me sad that, you know, she just felt like if her daughter was not light on her wedding day, it wasn't pretty. And I don't know, I didn't know. I mean, it really shocked me, guys. So I just want to tell people that if you are a darker complexion girl, boy, young girl, that your skin is beautiful. And trust me, people are, you know, will die for your skin. People are tanning to be your skin tone. And I had to learn that lesson. I had to learn that it's people who clearly want to be my skin tone. You know, after doing research in all cultures, really, because I was just so curious to know, you know, why do people bleach their skin tone, and what markets is this huge, and you know, how much money is this, how much money people are making. And it's sad because in India, this has been going on for years. People bleaching their skin. And even in you know, in Africa, I had someone tell me, I asked someone, they said, you know, in Africa, it's believed that the lighter you are, the better, the more you'll get a husband. And people really, really believe that. And I don't know, I just felt so naive to think that it was just in the United States, or better yet, not even the United States, but just in the African or black culture. I didn't even know that it was like Afro, I think they call them Afro Latinos, and a lot of people, you know, make fun of them or say that they're not attractive because they're dark, but they're, you know, Latino. I mean, this is insane, and hopefully we can change that narrative of people thinking that being dark skinned is not a good thing, especially when the European, Caucasian, and white race tends to be darker. So we're attempting to look like, it's funny because we're attempting to, as a darker race or of darker skin, to look like to look fair skin, and the fair skin or white race is attempting to look like us. Just doing a simple eye. I honestly just wanted, I'll be honest, just try some of the new stuff I got. And so I'm just gonna do a simple eye, nothing too crazy. I want to know you guys' thoughts behind it. And have you ever experienced people telling you you are too dark? Or, I mean, is it people are also saying that you are too light, too fair skinned? Are people experiencing that? I do know that being dark is not considered a good thing. I mean, you can, even in the makeup world, I mean, that's a whole nother topic. You know, people know about you know, being of darker skin, you can't even find your own makeup. And it was funny, I was talking to one of my coworkers, and we were talking about It Cosmetics, and she's going on and on about It Cosmetics, and she's like, she goes, yeah, I tried It Cosmetics. And I said, oh, I've never tried it. And she said, what do you mean? I said, they don't have my skin tone. I probably can never imagine going into a store and wearing makeup and not being able to find your skin tone. And she sat back and thought about it, and she said, well, you know, It Cosmetics was made for people with redness. And I said, there's dark skinned people or people, brown skinned people that have redness as well. It's not just, you know, fair or people of lighter skin that has redness. I think there's a lot of people in of lighter skin tone that don't understand what people of brown or darker or deep dark skin go through. I think it's kind of, you know, they're naive like me, like I was, about colorism being huge in all races, basically. Yeah, I don't know. It just made me think, and it's something that I had wanted to talk about, especially when I saw that I think one of the celebrities recently went to Africa to promote skin bleaching, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I guess I've been I don't know if the word is naive. I guess I knew colorism was in you know, Africa, but I did not know it was big in India or Asia. Oh guys, I know people are waiting on me to do the Fenty Beauty review, but I ordered it, was all excited. I stayed up late and ordered it online at Sephora right when it launched, and it got shipped to my mom's address in Atlanta. So hopefully you guys still want to see that video. I'm hoping to have that up this week coming up. But I'm also thinking about starting a series on my channel called Real Talk with Cece. Just talking about topics in general, topics like this, colorism, being a momager, so being an entrepreneur and a mom, and balancing it all, and just have like real talks and conversation. I'll definitely keep you guys posted on when I'm gonna do that, because I want it to be like a certain day that I do that. Please put different topics that you want me to talk about down below, or if you have any questions, you know, we could do Ask Cece, because I like to have real conversations. So I got a new liquid lipstick, I'm obsessed, from Sephora. This is number 53. I can't remember, I don't know the name of it, but it's number 53. If you haven't checked out my favorite liquid lips from Sephora video, you need to check that out. But this is a new one that I just got, and oh my gosh. Hi guys, so my camera died but I'm back. I actually changed my lip color to 21 Pretty Beige, my favorite. I don't know, I didn't like 53 like I saw. Thank you so much for watching my video and listening to me ramble. If you haven't checked out my other videos, please do so, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.